The prodigal's return. Luke 15:11-32. He thought freedom meant distance, that the farther he went from home, the more alive he'd feel. The weight of his inheritance in his hand felt like power, like proof that he was finally in control. For a time it worked. Laughter, lights, and the thrill of being wanted by people who never asked where he came from. But when the coins ran out, so did the smiles. The days grew long. The music faded. Hunger whispered louder than his pride. He took work in a stranger's field, knee-deep in mud and silence, feeding pigs that ate better than he did. The stench clung to his skin, and shame wrapped around him tighter than the rags he wore. And then, somewhere between exhaustion and despair, he remembered. The steady hands of his father, the bread warm from the oven, the peace of belonging. A spark broke through the fog. Even my father's servants have food to spare. He dropped his head and wept. I'll go home, he said. I'll tell him I've sinned. I'll beg to be a servant. The road home was long, dusty, and filled with questions. Would his father even want him back? But before he could reach the gate, the answer came running. The old man's robe fluttered like mercy itself. No anger, no hesitation, only love breaking into a sprint. The father fell to his knees, wrapped his son in trembling arms, and kissed the dirt-streaked face he thought he'd never see again. The son began to confess, but grace interrupted. A robe for his shoulders, a ring for his hand, shoes for his weary feet. The music returned, not from the world this time, but from the joy of a father who couldn't stop celebrating. My son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. Yet not everyone could rejoice. The older brother stood outside, arms crossed, measuring fairness instead of mercy. But the father whispered the same truth to him. All I have is yours. We are all prodigals in some way, wanderers who traded belonging for freedom and found emptiness instead. But the Father still waits on the road, scanning the horizon for us. He's not waiting to punish, he's waiting to run. Come home.